is Nitroglycerin Awareness Day. So all the channels revolve around it.
Okay. Nitro what?
Nitroglycerin.
Well, how exciting! Let's watch! Welcome to Daily Planet. This is Amy Chen, and today, a highly explosive chemicals useful for dynamite and construction, yet crucial to the medical field, nitroglycerin. In 1846, the Italian scientist Ascanio Sombero invented nitroglycerin, the first liquid explosive. It appears as an oily, clear liquid that's often yellowish in color, like this. Nitroglycerin is highly flammable in air and water reactions, and any unstable condition such as heat, flames, shock, or ultraviolet radiation may cause an explosive reaction to occur. Contact of nitroglycerin with ozone or strong acid such as hydrochloric, sulfuric, or nitric acid may also cause violent reactions. Dr. Wong is one of the few chemists experienced enough to create nitroglycerin.
What you do is you have to nitrate glycerin with a solution containing nitric acid and sulfuric acid. But the tricky part is that for each drop of glycerin added to the acid solution, the solution must be immediately cooled and maintained at the same temperature to avoid a premature explosion.
This process mimics the one originally used by the Italian scientists to create nitroglycerin.
Nitroglycerin is a nitroalkane, and so it ranges from slight to strong oxidizing agents. Detonation may be caused by reaction with reducing agents, such as hydrides, sulfides, nitrides, at high temperatures and pressures, even though nitroalkanes are milder oxidizing agents.
Nitroalkanes can form explosive salt when reacting with inorganic bases, and their sensibility to heat is increased by the presence of metal oxides. The presence of more than one nitro groups in a nitroalkane generally indicates explosive chemicals. Insoluble in water, nitroalkanes are flammable and may be ignited by heat, sparks, or flames.
Fires involving nitroglycerin release hazardous decomposition products, including toxic gases and vapors such as nitrogen oxides.
Nitroglycerin is a useful chemical that must be used with care.
Research Journal. Entry 1. I'm about to embark on one of the great challenges of my scientific career, teaching Penny chemistry. I'm calling it Operation Dynamite.
Hey, Charlotte!
Come in, take a seat.
Subject has arrived. I've extended a casual invitation to sit. Subject appears well rested and enthusiastic.
Alright, let us begin. Now, I will introduce to you an important chemical, nitroglycerin. What is nitroglycerin? Nitroglycerin is a highly flammable nitroalkane that is useful for dynamites, but also medicine. It has a molecular formula, C3H5N3O9. It's at this point that you'll want to start taking notes.
Okay.
It is in Italiano that our story begins.
Italiano?
If you have questions, please raise your hand. It's a warm summer evening in 1846. You finished your shopping at the local market, and you look up at your beakers, and there, you notice that a reaction seems to be occurring between the glycerin and nitric acid. And so you name it nitroglycerin.
You decide to draw out the structures and investigate their interaction.
This is glycerin, C3H8O3, and this is a mixture of nitric acid and sulfuric acid. When three molecules of nitric acid react with glycerin, nitration occurs involving dehydration synthesis. A hydrogen atom is pulled off the nitric acid, and a hydroxyl group is pulled off the glycerin molecule, forming water, which is then absorbed by the sulfuric acid. The nitric acid and glycerin molecule then bond through the remaining oxygen, forming a glycosidic linkage. This occurs 3 times with the 3 hydroxyl groups until nitroglycerin is formed. Yes, Penny?
May you go to the washroom?
Oh, can't you wait?
No.
All right, yes.
Don't die, Amy! Don't die! I need you in my life! No! No, you're the only friend I have! Please don't go anywhere!
Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm right, you are! You still owe me dinner! Amy! Amy, no!
Stop right there! According to my calculations, the success rate of this surgery has just gone up by a couple of percent, and it's all thanks to our miracle drug, nitroglycerin. But here in the medical field, we all call it glycerol trinitrate. I'm sure you've heard of it before. It relaxes and widens your veins and arteries, improving blood flow to your heart so that it doesn't need to work as hard or require as much oxygen. Since your lovely friend right here is suffering from angina and just had a heart attack, this will be extremely beneficial and even reduce her chest pains.
Please make the pain go away.
Even during the surgery, the glycerol trinitrate will make sure that her high blood pressure doesn't become a problem and that she doesn't lose too much blood during the surgery.
Okay, so that's a good thing, right?
Obviously, since glycerol trinitrate is extremely reactive, it breaks down the body extremely quickly to release nitric oxide, which dissolves really well in blood. This nitric oxide then acts on the cells that line blood vessels and relaxes them, causing the diameter to increase and thus reducing the blood pressure. We have wasted enough time here already. We need to hurry up and go perform the surgery or things will get a lot worse.
So what are the results of my checkup?
Well, I'm sorry to say, but things aren't looking too pretty. You have extremely high blood pressure, the risks of getting a heart attack at any time, and you've also been diagnosed with angina pectoris, which is mainly caused by coronary artery disease and causes you to have chest pains due to a lack of blood to your heart. This also means that you will have to take a lot of medication. So, these tablets and a spray are used to treat an attack that is occurring. You can also use these right before doing something that you think might cause your chest to start hurting. You also have a choice between using these patches, this ointment, or this extended release capsule. However, whatever you choose, you have to take them every single day without fail to prevent the chest pains from occurring. But be warned, your condition is very, very serious, and there are no guarantees as to what will happen to you in the future. Yes, so here you go.
It's okay, Amy, it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay, it'll be alright.
Are you pregnant? Do you want your baby to have good health? Well, lucky for you, because we have a solution. Today, we are here to introduce to you nitroglycerin patches. Now, these patches are not like other patches like you see in the drugstores. These actually work.
In fact, a study done by Queen's University showed that using nitroglycerin patches for pregnant women helps to prolong pregnancy and, most importantly, improves babies' outcomes with fewer side effects experienced with other drugs. Still don't believe me? Hear this.
Researchers found that women treated with nitroglycerin were about 70% less likely to give birth to babies who suffered lung disease, brain hemorrhage, or even death compared to those who were given placebos.
So if you don't want your baby to have long-term medical complications, then what are you waiting for? Pick up your phone and call 1-800-PREGNANT. That's 1-800-PREGNANT. You get a box of 20 patches for just $39.99, not including shipping.
We have 4 colors available for you to choose from. There's blue, green, pink, and purple. Now, if you call within the next 5 minutes, we'll even throw in nitroglycerin ointments to treat pain caused by chronic anal fissures.
You don't want to miss this amazing deal, so call 1-800-PREGNANT to order your nitroglycerin patch today. That's 1-800-PREGNANT.
Disclaimer. Nitroglycerin patches are classified as a pregnancy category C drug. Pregnancy category C is given to medicines that have not been adequately studied in pregnant humans, but have caused fetal harm in animal studies. Please use with caution.
Suspect spotted on the run. Suspect rounding Hillcrest Avenue, currently chasing. Closing in on suspect.
Where were you and what were you doing the night of April 5th?
Nothing really. I was just out for a little stroll and some fresh air.
Really now? Then why do we have a video evidence of you sneaking around the hallway of the hospital in the middle of the night with a suspicious package?
My sister used to go to that hospital before the doctors messed up and killed her last week.
Is that why you blew up the hospital? Tell the truth. Hundreds of people died that day.
I didn't do anything wrong, just did the right thing for my sister.
So I have the results. So from the forensic evidence we gathered, we know that nitroglycerin was the cause of the explosion. Somehow, someone stole a bunch of nitroglycerin drugs from the hospital stash and extracted the nitroglycerin to create the explosive.
This is what we know so far. On April 1st, quite a large amount of nitroglycerin was stolen from the hospital. And 5 days later, the nitroglycerin was used to blow the hospital up, killing everyone inside. We have the suspect in custody, but he claims that the doctors killed his beloved sister. That may have been why he decided to do it in the first place.
Well, let's go talk to our suspect one last time.
Are you sure you don't want to admit your crimes? As of now, you're going to jail no matter what you do. But you could be spending a lot less time in there if you just told us the truth.
I only did it because my sister could have been alive and with me today if it hadn't been for those doctors.
I understand that, but I'm afraid you're quite mistaken about what the doctors did to your sister.
What? I can't be wrong.
We'll only tell you about your sister after you tell us the truth about what happened.
So, exactly how did you make the dynamites using the nitroglycerin that you stole?
All I did was buy some diatomaceous earth from a gardening store. It's a powdered rock made up of the fossilized remains of diatoms. I then soaked it in the nitroglycerin with a 1-to-3 ratio between the two substances.
Wait, if I'm not mistaken, you could have used wood pulp or sawdust, right? Would it have made your dynamite less stable since they are organic?
Yeah, I didn't want my dynamites to blow up by accident. But after soaking it in nitroglycerin, all that was left to do was to put the mixture into a few disguised containers.
So once you put the dynamites in the hospital, all you had to do was wait for someone to accidentally disturb them for them to blow up. Well then, thank you for your cooperation.
What? Am I seeing things? Sis, why are you here? They told me you died.
How could you do this? I didn't die. I left you a message that you're obviously guessing that they just had to transfer me to another hospital because my condition was getting worse. And now I'm all better, and I come back to find that you murdered hundreds of people?
Oh my gosh, I had no idea. It's just that I can't stand living my life without you.
This is CTV News.
Breaking news. Early this morning, an accident up in northern Ontario involved an explosion that woke many from their silent slumber. Here's Annette Wong at the scene of the accident.
Right now, at the scene of the accident, things are not looking good for those in the Maple Street neighborhood. 5 bystanders were injured. Now, construction workers are discussing what exactly happened. I'm here now with 2 of the construction workers. So tell us, what explosives did you use to blow up this building?
We used nitroglycerin and TNT to blow up the building, but I just can't figure out what went wrong up there. It took us months to prepare the building for implosion.
So tell us, what were the steps of demolishing this building?
All items of value, such as copper wiring, were stripped from the building. Also, all glass was removed to prevent them from forming deadly projectiles in insulation that could scatter over a wide area, which could be very dangerous.
Drywall and non-load-bearing partitions were removed as well. These steps were all completed prior to placing explosive in the holes near the selected columns. Smaller columns and walls were wrapped in detonating cord.
Yeah, overall, our goal was to use as little explosives as possible. That's why only a few floors were equipped with explosives. Fewer explosives mean that it's safer and less costly.
Okay, so what about the flying debris? What was there to protect you from the debris when the explosives were set?
Well, we used geotextile fabrics and fencing to cover the areas with explosives to catch the flying debris. The most time-consuming part about this process was not the demolition itself, but rather the cleanup. We were responsible for loading debris into the trucks to be hauled away.
So if you proceeded the demolition process with a great amount of safety, then why didn't accidents occur? Where did it go wrong?
There could be a possibility that not all of the glass was removed from the building, which led to this kind of accident. This kind of mistake should not have happened. We are very sorry for putting people's lives in danger.
Next time, more time will be spent on just making sure that all hazardous material were removed from the building before setting up the explosive. Again, we take responsibility for those who got injured.
Nitroglycerin is useful as an explosive tool in construction and mining. However, it must be handled carefully due to its toxic properties and dangerous reactivity. And that was the breaking news for today. Back to you, Julia.
Next on the news, Justin Bieber's new song, Boyfriend, has his fans wanting more. The people here today have no idea what lies ahead, but in the end, one team will cross the finish line first, win $1 million, and the amazing race. The 3 teams are
Barbie and Ken, a married couple from Canada.
We're the cutest couple with nice clothes.
And we are going to win Amazing Race because Ken is so awesome.
Yay! Yingbing and Yingbong, best sisters from China.
Hello, we are here to win.
Emma and Emily, lifelong friends from Texas.
We are here to have fun and win.
Welcome to the amazing race. Time to open your first clues. Now let the race begin.
Okay. Go to Ken's dream house and 1 egg is close to it. The eggs are scattered and some do not have clues. Okay, let's go. My house, quick in front of me. Oh, hey, look, there's an egg.
Oh, this is try again. Just compete in a jump rope contest, jump 10 times, and answer a question about nitroglycerin.
Let's do it.
Let's go! Hi there. If you answer this question correctly, you'll have the clue to your next task. The question is, the explosive power of nitroglycerin is related to several factors. Each molecule of nitroglycerin contains nitrate groups, which serve as oxidizing agents for the hydrocarbon group to which they are bonded. The question is, how many nitrate groups does each molecule of nitroglycerin contain? Oh, I know this. It's 3 nitrate groups. Congratulations! You've just completed the first task.
Oh, Ken, you're so smart.
Right now, Barbie and Ken are in the lead, but things are not looking good for this couple. Ken is having a panic attack because ketchup got in his shirt while they stopped for hot dogs. The Chinese sisters are not far behind the Canadian couple. In fact, they might even be able to catch up to them.
Hey, I found a blueberry. Oh, good job, Ding Ding. Open it. You are given 4 chemicals here, and you must use your scientific knowledge to use one of them to blow up one of the greenhouse rocks. Here is the reaction representing the detonation of the explosive chemical.
I know this. The yellow clear liquid must be nitroglycerin.
It has a molecular formula of C3H5N3O9. The formula is a reaction.
And nitroglycerin is an explosive chemical used in dynamite. The hydrocarbons are a fuel for explosion, and the nitrate group acts as an oxidizer for combustion. Usually, the oxygen for combustion comes from the air around it. Since nitroglycerin is both the fuel and oxidizer, it is perfect for dynamite.
The reaction is highly exothermic, so we have to hurry up, set off, and run away. Let's go.
The first 2 legs of the amazing race have now been completed, with the current standings of Yingbing and Yingbong in first place, Ken and Barbie in second, Emma and Emily in third. Stay tuned next time for the next 2 legs of the amazing race.
Hey, there's a chemical that's out there, it's nitroglycerin. C3H5N3O9 molecular formula. It has many uses through its functional groups, created by nitration of glycerin with oxide. Nitric gets sulfuric acid dehydration synthesis until you get the product of nitroglycerin. It's a nitroalkane chemical with oxidizing agents, insoluble in water and flammable, combustible. Nitric acid creates the functional groups of nitric esters, giving nitroglycerin its many properties, especially reactivity, which makes it useful to us as dynamite, as medicine, and so many tools. An oily clear liquid that's yellowish in color. Nitroglycerin is highly unstable. In 1846 it was invented by a Spaniard, and now nitroglycerin is used everywhere. It's
Nitroglycerin has many uses as a healing drug or as a dynamite, but it's a reactive chemical. So when you use it, please be careful. Wake up in the morning with a bad chest pain. When you get to the doctor, he tells you it's angina. But before you sink into deep, deep depression, you hear a savior drug is nitroglycerin. It comes in patches, sprays, tablets, and ointments, breaking down in the body, releasing nitric oxide to relax blood vessels, increasing their diameter, reducing blood pressure, improving blood flow. But also used in pregnancy, a category C drug uses only the benefits outweigh the risks. Because effects on the baby are still unknown, it stops preterm labor by relaxing the uterus. It improves baby's outcome as well as their health. With fewer side effects and prolonged pregnancy, it controls the hypertension that pregnancy can cause. Women should be cautious when breastfeeding on this drug.
Dynamite explosives are altered by nitroglycerin, used by Alfred Nobel to create a 4-6 explosive. Nitroglycerin made a marking hubs were fought, but Nobel felt guilty and made a Nobel Peace Prize. It's made of hydrocarbons that acts as a fuel and nitric groups that acts as a combustion oxidizer, which make nitroglycerin perfect for combustion, absorb oxygen until explosion occurs. Not only used for explosive or dynamite, it's useful when it comes to mining and construction. When buildings are demolished, nitroglycerin does the job. Preparation is important and takes months to complete. Valuable and hazardous materials are removed, then buildings is imploded in a matter of seconds. Errors are disastrous and cause a safety issue, so this method is used as a last resort.
Nitroglycerin has many uses as a healing drug.